Today we're going to make a primitive ladder out of 2 sticks and some other sticks that we'll use as ladder rungs. We're going to also use some strings to create a ladder that's easy to make and reuse multiple times in the forest. First, we're going to need 2 strong sticks that can hold our weight for the main parts of the ladder. We're going to tie the rungs of the ladder to them. We're also going to need some string. I'm using paracord here that can also support your weight to hold the ladder rungs on. You're going to get some sticks to use as ladder rungs. Here is a nice strong stick, which I'm going to cut in half because I want the ladder to be this wide. So I'm going to saw here and here, and we're going to need 4 ladder rungs for this project. For this part, we're going to need to create the clover loop, which is like this. We will put it on the top of the 2 parts, which we will do in a second. I will just show you how to make it. So, first you make one loop like this, and another loop, and then we put the second one behind the first one, and then we slide it on. And then this is our clover loop. It's extremely strong. The more you pull on it, the tighter the loop becomes. So it's very hard to break it unless you actually pull it off or you undo it. So now I've pulled the string into 2 parts. Each part should be slightly longer than the stick that you're going to put it on, the 2 bearing sticks for the ladder. And we're going to do 2 separate clover hitches on the 2 sticks in a second. This might be a bit harder since there's no edges, but it should be practically the same idea. Then we put it on the stick at the very top, and then we tighten it, and then we do it on the other side too. The length between them will be the width of the ladder, so make sure that you plan accordingly. So these are the approximate positions where we want to have the rungs. I've marked them accordingly, and now we're going to need to make the supports with the string with which we're going to hold them. So how we do this is we go under, and we loop this through, and for this part we have to pull this string all the way in. And as you see, it forms a sort of thing like this, where we will pass the stick under, and it will hit this every time you step on it, so it won't fall down with you. So now that we've finished all the half hitches, we are at the very end. We want to create a constrictor knot so that it doesn't move like the one I've created here. How it works, you have to create an X and then go beneath the X. It is slightly hard to do on such a surface, but we will try. See, here we have created a sort of X. And now we want to go underneath. And now we can go underneath the middle part. Even stronger than a clover hitch, and there's no chance of it falling at all. So now we'll put the rungs in, and we'll see how the ladder works. ladder. If you don't want this to be a temporary ladder that you can remake every time, you have some extra string up here, and you can always create loops around these to hold them in place. The thing about this ladder is if you turn it around and you put weight on it, you could technically move it around, but I would suggest changing the loop here first then. And now let's try it out.